Welcome back, everybody. A special holiday edition here of Whatever Wednesday, actually on Thursday. Makes no sense, but hey, or I'm also watching Sunday Night Football on Saturday right now, so nothing makes sense in this crazy world. What we're going to look at here today is finally taking a more in-depth look at the Veer and Shoot offense. Now, I talked about this in the video that came out on Christmas, that I think the Veer and Shoot, if you can get good at it, is probably the best offense to run in college football 25. The problem is it's not very easy. It takes practice to get good at, just because it is different. Especially, the past 10 years, we've only really been playing Madden as an online or even against the computer football video game. Now you come into college football with something like the Veer and Shoot with their wide formations, it can be difficult to pick up and learn. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. I am going to make plenty of mistakes in this game. I'm not going to say I'm a Veer and Shoot expert, but what I am an expert at is beating the computer on Heisman difficulty. So that's what we're going to use the Veer and Shoot to do. Usually when I've played online head-to-head using the Veer and Shoot, I just sit in the wide, just base wide formation. In this video, I am going to alternate on each drive. I'm going to just be in one formation for that drive. I'm trying to figure out which ones I like, which route combos I like, which runs I like, and the best way to do that is going to be to get in and actually try it out. So that's what we're going to do here in this game against the computer, running the Veer and Shoot with Texas State. Before we get into the gameplay though, why would I pick Texas State? Well, if you watched yesterday's video, you already know the answer to that. But if you didn't, which it came out on Christmas, so I don't know how many people are actually going to watch it. Here's why we use Texas State. Reason number one, Jordan McLeod, 87 overall, 87 speed. Texas State and a lot of Veer and Shoot teams will have a 5-wide version, 5 wide receiver wide, with a QB power. So having a quarterback that you're comfortable running the ball with, huge advantage. Jordan McLeod certainly fits that bill. Wide receiver, that's not yet. Halfback, Ismail Mahdi, 94 speed. Veer and Shoot, wide formations, spreads the defense out, gives us room to run with a 94 speed running back, or even just put him on routes, which we do quite a bit. Wide receiver, what I was trying to say earlier. I've already kind of gone through and made some of these changes, but Texas State, 295 speed wide receivers. Then I don't remember what I do in the game, but looking at it now, I think I would keep these two as like kind of your slot receivers, Hobart and Wilson, versus this 93 speed or even this 92 speed. Maybe him, just because he gets double dip in Cutter, but they get double dip Cutter and Sure Hands and a better version of Cutter and Silver Sure Hands. So yeah, I think I like keeping Wilson and Hobart, but an unbelievable wide receiver room for a tier 4 team that Texas State has. Just speed everywhere, works really well with a Veer and Shoot style offense. So all that said, I think we're ready. Let's just hop over into our game against the computer on Heisman difficulty, running a bunch of different formations of the Veer and Shoot with the Texas State Bobcats. All right, so we just did randoms again on, here I'm going to show you skill level. We set that to Heisman. We changed our uniforms. But again, I just did randoms on who we were going against until we found a mid to high 80 overall team. I kind of wish I didn't pick SMU because they also run the Veer and Shoot, and it is very difficult for me to defend. And we picked these sweet SWT, Southwest Texas, if I remember. That could be way off. I totally just made that up because SWT, that's kind of what just jumped my brain. It might not be correct at all, but that's just what I thought. All right, let's get into it. So I will talk just for a second about general here. I'm making all my changes here. My general philosophy on defense, especially going against the computer, is I just sit in a formation that I am comfortable in. So in this instance, it is going to be nickel over and overload 3-seam. That's my favorite defensive play in this game. We just put a hook curl here on A, change this guy to a flat so he's not blitzing, but then we still have one blitzing linebacker. But the problem is stuff like that. I don't think there's too much to talk about on defense. Maybe we'll see. I know we get a couple turnovers, so maybe when the turnovers come up, we can see what happened on that play. But in general, yeah, we're going against the Veer and Shoot. It's going to be tough for us to defend. We are just trying our darndest. But just, yeah, find a formation and a play you're comfortable with and know what your user is responsible for. That is the biggest thing. See what my user did on that play? Because I knew I had to guard that guy. Because I know I'm technically in a 3-rec hook, but really I'm in more of like a vert hook, because this is technically a match coverage, but we shade over the top every time we turn the match off. It runs like a regular cover 3, so I'm responsible for this area right in here. So I bite on the play fake, but then I'm able to recover and just follow that guy. Just know what your user is responsible for. And actually, let me pull this back up here. So this is actually a good example of why I like this defense, because this guy is going to be blitzing right in this gap here. So it's going to help a lot with the run. So against this specific play, I probably shaded over the top. I might have just straight up shaded underneath this time to get hard flats out here to try to watch if it's an RPO. But this blitzing linebacker is going to come in a lot and help with the run, which is fantastic. He gets in, shoots that gap perfectly, holds him to a loss of 3. Now next play, 3rd and 4, we're going to run the exact same defense. Move the blitzer over there. Sometimes it helps with his angle. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not. Again, just know where your user has to be. The pressure gets in there, holds him to field goal. On offense, I think we start off just in regular wide. So this is my favorite. Then make sure to come in and check your audibles. I think mine was saved because I use Texas State every once in a while. Make sure to check your audibles, because what I like to do in the Veer and Shoot is come out in a run play. You can see I picked quick base here. This is going to be the play call I come out in every single time, and then we'll change depending on the defensive front. So in this instance, they have 4 down linemen and 1 linebacker right over the middle here. So they got 5 defenders. We have 5 guys blocking. We're going to keep the run, and we're just going to run this with our 94 speed. Now what I do end up changing is usually I come out in quick base, but I actually think because of how fast this running back is on Texas State. So see here, now we come out in quick base. They've got 4 down linemen, or they got 3 down linemen. They're nickel mint. An outside linebacker here who's going to be rushing, and 2 linebackers. So they have 6 in the box. We are going to actually switch to a pass. So we call X rub under. Now what we're looking at from this point of view, where is the weakness in their defense? They have 6 guys in here. Where do they not have anybody? Right here. So we're going to get our halfback. You can either put him out on a flat, like a wheel route, something like that. Try to get him to this space quickly, because the defense isn't going to be able to get there fast enough to guard it. So I put him on a wheel route. I think I switch it to a flat. Yeah, just trying to get him out here where there's no defenders and get him the ball before anybody can get over to him is our thought process here. Bang. Goes out to the flat. That linebacker's just not fast enough. He's just not fast enough. He's not going to get over there. And now, too, I adjusted our tempo to be no huddle. I think that's a good thing to do just in general, too. Again, they got 6 in the box. We're going to audible out of our run play. Go to a pass play. I'm running out of time here. We do get it off. Keep the play action. Just take the check down. I should have probably kept that and thrown it to Y. So I think we have that gap right here. The main thing we'd be looking at is if this safety's coming down or if this linebacker's going out. So either of those would take away our route to Y, but I think I was just panicking because the play clock was running out. But after the snap, we can see he's backing up, he's staying still. We'd have Y on this crosser. Yeah, we did. So we just take it to the flat though. Now we're no huddle, and when I go to no huddle, I'm keeping this the play call thing open until we see what defense they're in. Okay, now we see 5 in the box, quick base, easy. Just go where the numbers are. Then I just keep running into that guard. That's why I said I think I do end up switching to inside zone. I know that because I keep running into this pulling guard. So either I have to slow down or we just start calling inside zone. But I just keep running into that guy. It's unbelievable. But even then, now we got 3rd and 7. Now we picked up 5. Now we're going 4th and 2. We no huddle again. 5 in the box. We're trusting it. We're going with the run yet again. 21 fights gets us that first down. Again, we're just sitting in that play call screen. Okay, now they got 6 in the box. Now we're going to call a pass. Now we go to this play action again. This is the same kind of concept, the same look that we just had, where I would have Y unless this safety comes down or he goes out. Now with a single high safety, we're probably thinking this is cover 3. And a good way to beat cover 3 is to have something coming to the left that's going to distract the hook curl here, open up something for the halfback on this seam. Because this guy should be in a flat. It depends if they're in match or not. If they're not in match, this guy's going to be in a flat. This guy's in a hook curl. Try to get the hook curl out of the way. We can throw this streak to our halfback. Or if it is man, we have that drag to Y. So it does look like it was either a match or it could be man. Let's see. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it had to be a match because he was watching A, then dropped back to watch RB. He's sticking over there. I think this was a match coverage. We can just hit that drag right over the middle. Easy. That's a big takeaway here too. It's just easy. Just make it easy. Again, they are coming out. What are we going to here? Speed option. Hate it. Don't like this at all. This guy's out way too wide. If he was like closer in, they were more tightly bunched on the defensive line. Speed option is fine. I just don't like it with where that guy is at. But really, even if he comes through free and this tackle goes and picks up this linebacker, you guys hold your blocks, we can just pitch it. And should be okay, but I don't like the idea. Yeah, it's almost exactly what happened. The defensive end came through untouched. We just pitch it, we pick up the first down. That works. 5 in the box. We are going to go... I'm looking through different formations for some reason. Yep, we're sticking with wide, sticking with quick base. Almost run right into my guy's butt again. But another gain of 6. Keep the no huddle. They keep 5 in the box. We're just running again. We are just running in. You are going to run the ball a lot out of this set, because whenever we get the numbers, we should. Again, though, with the quick base, we have to... That pulling guard has to get up there to get that linebacker, and... He's just a little slow sometimes. But again, that's going to be myself on repeat here. 5 in the box, we're running. 6 or more, we're passing. So now they got 6. Now we're going to a pass. They pinch their line. And same thing we've been seeing here. That single high safety, we're going to call that same play. Crossover here on Y, drag on A, streak on our halfback. Have the drag again. Yep. So those hook curls, they either have to follow that drag or follow that halfback streak. With the halfback being so fast, sometimes, and that guy being out so wide, what seems to be happening here is that hook curl is actually reacting to the halfback streak instead of the drag, but then that leaves the drag open right over the middle of the field. And here I'm switching my audible. I knew I did that. I didn't remember when. But yeah, we get out of quick base and go to inside zone. Just try to get a space for our halfback. Of course, now it's not our fast guy, but again, same thing. 5 in the box, take it, run. Touchdown, Bobcats. Let's just go to the next time. Either the next time we have the ball, or there might be a turnover coming up, and see what we do here on defense. Yeah, so there's a turnover. 3rd and 15. They got down to our 33. They had one big play that got it down to the 28-yard line, but now we got them back on the 3rd and 15. We're calling our same defense here. And that cover 3, that outside third, not letting you throw that C route. We just cut right underneath that. We'll take that ball. Now, on offense, we get out of that regular wide, and we go to, I'm not sure, wide 5, wide receiver. Okay. And again, changing our audibles. Making sure we have ones in there that we like. All goes. Always going to be a good one. QB blast, I personally like better than QB draw. Like right now, I'm in QB draw. I think QB blast would work better against this front, because taking that little step back gives that defender time to just shed that block. Gets right in there and blows up our run. But now we are hurrying up again. And we still see 5 in the box, so we could just run a QB power here, but we are going to go to an all-go, because we see these guys pressed on the outside with where these safeties are at and the speed we have outside. If they beat these guys on a press, it's specifically over here on the left, because the safety, where he's at, he's going to have a little bit of a tougher time getting out there. He still might, though. So we got to watch this press on the far left receiver. We got to watch where the safety goes. If he drifts back, we're essentially not going to be able to throw that streak, but we're going to be able to throw this slant over here. Because again, look at where all the space is. All the space is right here, and all the space is up here. So that's essentially the only places we're looking at. Look for the streak. If not, look for the slant. So he ended up blitzing. This safety comes down, which we were not expecting this. So we kind of have to adjust. But now we see this safety actually is coming down and manning this up. That means this area is going to be wide open. We thought it was going to be down a little bit lower. We thought that safety would be staying up top. He comes down. Now where he was is the space we're looking. And we have this crosser to A that's headed right to that space. Hit it right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we're doing the same thing even out of 5 wide. We're in no huddle and we're keeping these open. Now we're going to a QB blast because this works even better because they got the 4 down linemen and nobody else behind them here. These guys are all out on these guys, so we just need our 5 guys to block their 4. And see the QB blast, he actually catches it and just boop, goes right up the line of, goes right up through the line of scrimmage, unlike the QB draw. So now we're audibling around here a little bit. We got this route to A is really good against man coverage. He almost gets a little speed burst right in this area. And then just a quick little drag here to Y or a sit down here to X, since this outside receiver is blocked is backed off of him so much. And it looks like it's probably just a cover 3 here again with the single high safety. That would be our best guess for right now. And then I just love posts, so I always go for posts. And again, we saw this guy backed up. So our main concern on this slant is going to be this guy and this guy. If this guy's staying down in a zone right here, obviously, we're not going to be able to throw this drag. But if he's going anywhere else and this guy kind of backs up, then we can throw this really, really quick to Y, which is exactly what we do. So we're watching the mic. So he drifts back to the middle of the field. He's stepping back. That's going to leave this drag wide open. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. So now we're going back to an all-go look here. So this guy's coming down press, so we might be looking at if RB can get past this guy and into this seam, that's somewhere we would throw it. The drag here is going to be just our safe little check down, the crosser there as well. But with these guys not being pressed on the outside, we're not really looking at those streaks at all. We're really just looking probably at this high-low over the middle between the crosser and the drag, A and Y. So these guys all light up, shows they're blitzing. I should throw this to RB right now. So that slot corner actually came in blitz. There's nobody out on RB. I don't know if I'm going to see that and throw that, but that is what I should throw. I do not. We still take the drag, and it's still wide open because they blitzed so many people. And even what I really should have done in this situation is not have a drag here, have like a zig route here, because there's just nobody on this guy. You could even put him on like a streak or something and throw it really, really fast. There's just nobody there. So you could put him just on a flat, you could put him on a zig, something to get him in this space right here, because there's no way a defender is going to be there. But with keeping him on the drag, that's just because I like the high-low going over the middle. Keep him on the drag. We see everybody blitzing. We know, okay, well, that drag's going to be there. Those guys all left the middle. We got this coming right over the middle. Easy. So this one I could have gone QB power. I end up going deep choice. But we have 5 here. So we can trust our linemen to hopefully get these blocks and run this with QB power. But we decide not to. I'm going to streak Sparks because he's 95 speed and they just pressed. We just have a little check down right here, a little curl route. The crosser to A, again, single high safety. So if he is in a cover 3, we're hoping this little check down is going to keep this hook curl kind of in his area and open up a crosser over his head. But he's not. Instead, he bailed out to go watch A, and I don't really see much for us here. Oh, we're going to have A right here, actually. So from here, it almost looks like, I mean, it still looks like it could be a cover 3. But it looks more like a cover 4. A quarter, 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 purple flat, hook. Either way, we're going to have A here if we see it. We don't, we just take off. That's smart too. That's why it's nice having the 87 speed at your quarterback. You're safe to take those runs. And you're also safe to do this. 4 down linemen, set up the QB power, run it right up the gut. Take it, McLeod. Take it to him, buddy. Take it to him, buddy. Straight in. Touchdown, Bobcats. So far out of wide and out of 5 receiver wide, we have marched down the field, scored touchdowns against SMU. And I think I show coming up here, just to confirm, it is still on Heisman. I didn't like set it and then change it once the game starts. I'm not even going to cut anything in this part, so no shenanigans, no nothing. I think it's right after this kickoff that we pull up that menu. I always like to just be safe, make sure everybody knows what's going on. I'm not tricking nobody. Good tackles there, boys. Good tackles. Keep them at the 14. I think I do it right now. No, I don't. It must be after. I must score again and do it. Because I know I do it at some point. But again, overload 3 seam on defense. I believe. Oh, yeah, I show it right now. I show it right now. I show it right now. I try to go out and make that tackle. Don't. As I want to do. Yep, I go right now. Options, settings. Skill level, back on Heisman, no cuts, no nothing. That is what we are doing here. Overload 3 seam. I'm pretty sure that they throw another pick here soon. Yeah, you see again, know where your user has to go. Watch how I follow that, because I know our cover 3 weak spots are the intermediate sidelines. So I see this crosser going to the intermediate sideline. I'm just going to follow that. If you got something else coming to where I'm supposed to be, that's fine. I'm just going to go where I know we are the weakest. Yeah, and they do throw another pick here. I'm not even sure. I mean, it's the computer. I don't know what they were thinking, but they just try to get out on that outside third again. We just click on and get right underneath it, and then we run backwards a little bit just because this is a Veer and Shoot video. This isn't really a defensive video. So now we're going to come out and bunch wide, which was a mistake because I actually don't think this is technically Veer and Shoot. I think it's like wide bunch instead of bunch wide, because see how those guys aren't all the way out at the sideline. So I don't know, just another formation we can look at here, I guess. But it's still gonna be, we're gonna be running it the same exact way of coming out in a run. Again, just take your drag wide open, coming out in a run, looking at how their defense is set up, and then adjusting from there. Now honestly, I'm pretty sure I was thinking, well, it has wide in the title, the formation name, it must be a Veer and Shoot thing. I don't think it is. So I think we can actually skip over a lot of this just because it's not really what we're trying to look at here. We're trying to look at the wide formations, and this is just kind of like a bunch that's in quite a few different playbooks, but it's the same kind of concept we've been talking about. Oh, this comeback is nice though. So we have the comeback over here as kind of a bailout here on 3rd and 5. We see this is one-on-one and him backing up. So we know that comeback's going to be open. Just the timing can be tricky. That was very close to being a very bad throw. So what we ended up doing here, this is, I'm not sure how much I like this watching back now. But really, I'm looking at this streak from the point guy here, RB first. Oh, I don't know if you guys can even see my cursor. No, you can't right now. So I'm looking at this streak right away. I'm seeing if he can get past this guy, maybe we can pass that inside for a touchdown. We have a zig here, we have a drag here, then a Texas route here. So we have the drag, hopefully pulling guys to the right. We have the Texas route coming back to the left, and then also a little zig to try to attack these flats over here. So we have our choice of the litter here. We've got A on his zig route. We didn't have the point guy. We're going to have X coming open to the right. We might even have Y coming back to the left. But right now, you got to just take this zig route. There's nobody over here. Nobody over there. So we got to throw that. Yep, very good. 1st and goal now at the 4. I think we just run this in 2 plays, if memory serves. I don't think I get it here. I should have. My run stick is bad. Like, just bad. But 2nd goal at the 1, we're going to punch this in. Touchdown, Texas State. I think that's all we got until the 2nd half, so let's just head over there. Oh, I show again. Never mind, hold on, real quick. I show again. Heisman difficulty. Let's go. Yeah, so they actually managed to get a field goal there before half, but now it's 21-6. Now I go to wide stack. This, I don't get it. Like, this formation just messes with my brain, and I don't know why. I cannot figure this formation out. I don't know. I just got to get in it and run it more. But man, I really struggle with this wide stack. I'll tell you right now, this doesn't go well. You just can't see anything. I just don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's going on. I got wasted time out there. Yeah, because they're as wide as possible. I have no idea where anybody is, where the defenders are. Can't see anything. We just kind of have to trust our receiver, and it gets us in trouble. Again, though, we are doing the same thing. We're coming out in a run. We're seeing he has 6 in there right now, so we are going to get out of this run. I mean, we could keep this and throw to one of the RPOs. No. I was going to say that's probably the right thing to do, but it probably actually isn't. I think you'd really only throw it when they have 1 guy out here. If they have 2, I don't think you're supposed to throw that. But again, Veer and Shoot experts, you'd have to let me know. So now we switch to deep choice, but again, we just can't see anything. And it comes way too late. We were going to have A there on that crosser, but I just have to get rid of it. Just panic. And in this formation specifically, it seems like against the computer, they come out with 6 in the box more often than they were against anything else. Is this one this might be it. So we put a slant over here. I shouldn't have. I should just keep him on his little like go route. And we put a cross over here, a halfback streak, trying to get this right in here. But they kind of see that linebacker drift out right, so we can't look at that. I should be throwing this to A, but I don't. We buy enough time, though, And we actually end up getting B wide open, but that pressure is coming in hot. So this is the big benefit of being in such that spread formation. There's just all the help for the safety and these linebackers are all pushed all the way out to the side. So that leaves the middle of the field a lot more vulnerable than it is from regular formations. We just buy time, buy time, buy time. Eventually this crosser is going to get over the hook curls beneath the deep zones. But we get hit as we throw. Wide open, hit as we throw, incomplete. So now they got 5 in the box. I should keep the run here. I presume I do. I've been doing it all day. Yep, there we go. Nice and easy. 5 in the box. We're going to keep the inside zone here again. What I need to do a better job of in this formation specifically too is checking those outside corners. Making sure they have 2 guys out there. Because if they only have 1, I got to throw to one of those little RPOs. So now they're in what appears to be a double mug. Oh, they're in double mug. What appears to be mid blitz. So this is when I honestly should have kept the inside zone and thrown this RPO to X. They have 1 cornerback out here. This has to be an RPO to X. And I don't know. This is just part of me being inexperienced in the Veer and Shoot and not really understanding it all that well. Because that just seems so easy watching it back right now. I can't believe I didn't do that. I just didn't see this is what I was just saying. I didn't know this was happening on the next play. This is exactly what I was just saying. Keep the inside zone, but throw it to X on that RPO. Y blocks that guy. You get a first down. But we don't do that. We just take our check down quick. I think it's now we get in trouble. Essentially what I'm looking at here is this open space. There's a ton of open space over here. My problem is I only really have the 1 route going over there. Okay, it wasn't even what I was thinking. That must be coming up soon because we actually had this. We had this to Y. But again, it comes in so late that it's hard to see. At least for me, it's just hard to see. So we just take that check down. But I had both of those. I think that's the best play out of wide stack. Like that all go is supposed to be really good. I think we go something similar here. Yeah, see, we go to all go. And I think I saw it late at that last play. And I'm looking for probably the same thing. And this is... Now, see, and we had it again. We had it again. Oh my gosh, I didn't see it twice in a row. Because they're out so wide. This guy's not going to get out there to guard that route. That outside corner is stuck. They're kind of stuck watching the streak. Hit Y, man. Hit Y. Bang. Bang. Wide open. Wide open. I stink at the Veer and Shoot, man. Out of this formation especially, I have a lot to learn still. But that's kind of the point of doing this, right? So now I think this is it. So I make a mistake here. Because essentially what I'm trying to do is hit that same spot I've seen now these last 2 plays. But this is a very different formation the defense is in. Now the blank space is actually over here. With this safety's down over here, he can easily help cover anything in this area. This guy's just these 2. Again, this should have been an RPO to B. But I'm an idiot. This just has to be an RPO to B. It has to be. But instead, I'm trying to hit the wrong side of the field and throw a pick. It had to go to the right, and it should have just been an RPO to the right. That's what I should have done. I tried to force it. I saw that blank space the last couple plays, but they were in a different defense. I couldn't count on that same thing again. I just got lazy. That's all that was. All right, let's go back to next time we have the ball here. So SMU did score. See, now we go to wide bunch. A bunch wide was not actually a Veer and Shoot. Wide bunch is. Confusing, but that's the way it is. So again, we're kind of running out of time here. Probably just going to have to go. I mean, they had 5 in the box, so I think we just did read option there. Weird. I think, yeah, we just picked something. We just panicked and picked something. So we just went through and set all of our audibles for bunch wide here too, because I didn't have them for that. It was really just wide. But same thing we've been talking about all game. Come out in a run, see what defense they're in, and take it from there. 5 in the box. We should keep this as a run. And I just run horribly. I run like a blind man. It's unbelievable watching this back sometimes. I mean, nothing's going to beat those wide stack, the mistakes we were making in there. See, this, if we had a speed option, this would be great. But I don't think we do out of this. The wide stack was really brutal to watch back. So many easy. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. This is good too. Again, look at the space. Where is blank space on this field? Where is their grasp with no defenders? All right here. All right here. Unless this end is dropping back into coverage, this running back has nothing but room on a streak or even a wheel. I think I like a streak better because the wheel is going to take him out a little bit wider. It's possible one of these guys come crashing down to help, versus a streak, it's just him, and we're assuming this guy is guarding him, and he's not going to be fast enough to get over there to help out. So let's see what I end up doing. Oh, I do go to a wheel route. Yeah, see, these guys are coming down and helping, versus if he was on a streak, he'd be more upfield and right in here where he'd have a little more room. I think I like a streak better than a wheel on this. I mean, they both work, but I think a streak is the better option. But again, we just saw the space. We hot route our halfback to get into that space, throw it to him. Still no huddle, 4th and 1, run it. A terrible run again. Had the hole on the left, just ran straight into our offensive lineman. Okay, now I should be doing the exact same thing I just did on that pass play before. Audible to a pass, put a streak on Y. Again, space. They got 4 defenders out here watching these 3 receivers. They have 1 linebacker right here, nobody right here. Get your halfback out into the space, or even a flat isn't the worst idea, but then you're running them, at the defenders. So get them on a vertical, hit them right in this pocket. I hope that's what I do. At this point, I'm not confident in myself to do anything. I'm really not. Good, good, good. Streak to the halfback and throw it to him right now. Bang. Perfect. Throw it to him before that help defender can even get down there. So that guy was trying to get back to his zone or whatever he was in. Just can't do it fast enough. Can't do it fast enough. Why? Oh, run, run, run. They've got 5. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. This I don't like as much because they're not as spread out and they have a safety up here. Whereas the last couple plays, that safety was over here and that just left this wide open. Over here, the safety has potential to come down and make a play on your running back. This guy's close enough now where he could actually come over and make a play. I should have just ran this. They have 5 in the box. I should have just ran it. We threw it quick enough, it worked out, but that should have just been a run. Okay, this is a run, right? Yes, thank you. 5 in the box, run it. And the way that defense was set up on the right didn't look great for us there either. So again, we're just sitting in this. We came out in inside. This is what confused me for a second. We came out in inside zone. So if I just close this menu, we're going to stay in inside zone. So we set our pass plays here. If they come out with 6 in the box, we can go to one of these 4 pass plays, or we just close it, and then we're staying in inside zone. So we go to, what do we go to? Verticals. And again, going with a wheel route, space. All blank space right over here. So that's where we're looking. Bang, hit him. Yep. Go to the space. Make it easy. Go to the space. Okay, I got 5 in the box. I should be staying in inside zone, but it looks like I am not. Yep, I should be staying in inside zone. I'm getting cocky. That's the problem. Oh, I got this. Terrible. Terrible. Just terrible. I don't know what I was looking at. I don't know what I was trying to read there. So yeah, staying in wide bunch. So we're just staying in the 1 formation every drive. Trying to try the different plays, see what we like. Keep the inside zone here. And also, what the defense is doing differently, at least in this instance, we could do an RPO to this right. They've got the 1, they've got 2. With this guy right here, we can't, there's no big space to put our halfback out, but that leaves 2 guys over here for 3 receivers. Could have gone to an RPO to the right there. That's probably the biggest thing I need to work on, as I'm learning right now, is when to throw those RPOs. Pay attention to those corners, where you have the numbers, throw more RPOs. Okay, so they got 6 down here. It looks like, as soon as we get this out of here. Yeah, so 6 in the box. They come down and press. But again, we're doing the same thing. Space. Look at all the grass right here. No SMU defender in sight. And then we're also putting a streak here on X just because he came down and pressed. So really we're looking, if X beats a streak, he doesn't, they get over to that. We just buy time and roll out with McLeod. Easy enough. And stunt on him a little bit. It's a computer. We can stunt on him a little bit. I don't feel too bad about doing that. Against people online, I hate doing that, but I mean, we had this drag to be too, because they were just in press man, it looked like. So drag routes always good against man. It just takes a long time to get over there because of where they were at. But yeah, we just roll out 87 speed. That's why we like McLeod. That's why we like Texas State. And SMU scored again because I can't defend the Veer and Shoot to save my life. So I don't know what I go back. I think I'm looking for different ones to try out here. I don't remember what I end up doing. We do wide slot left. Okay. So that'll be a formation for this drive. Now this one can be kind of tricky. We take a... Gosh. I'm the worst. I'm just the worst. But yeah, what's different about this one, it changes the numbers because we have an extra blocker down with the halfback in this too. So now if they have 5 or even 6 in the box, we have a chance of being able to run against the defense, or we're going to switch to a pass. But I don't really love the passes out of here. But same kind of thing. Same thing. We're coming out in a halfback run up the middle. They have 5. Now we have an extra blocker in there with 16. We're going to take our run. Take our 6. Easy. Again, hurry up. So now they've got 6. I think I'm going to switch to a... Oh, I go to speed option here, which is interesting. I like it a lot better out of this formation than the one we tried it in earlier, even with this guy still out wide, because we just need 16 to be able to get there and get this block now. And then we should have room to make a play happen here. Oh, okay. No, well, no, I do stay in it. Okay. It figures I audible out of it. See, 16, we need your help a little bit there, buddy. He goes to like the 3rd level instead of blocking the guy right in front of him. 3rd and 6. Now, let's see. Yeah, we stick with the run. Yep. Oh, try to get outside of that slot corner came down there. I like that idea. 4th and 5, we're going to go for it, of course. We're playing against the computer. We're going for it all the time. We go with the levels here. For whatever reason, this guy's routes aren't showing up when I initially call a play. But yeah, levels here, we're looking for this combination of routes over here should open up one of them. We're hoping Y, if this guy's on a hook or a flat or something like that, Y is going to hopefully push him up the field enough that we can sneak X underneath. I put a Texas route here on A. I love Texas routes, and I love halfback streaks, so that makes sense to see. We're going to have X here. So we can see the guy trailing behind Y. He's behind X. He's already cut on his in route. We're going to have that. We're going to have this Texas route to A too if we wait long enough. Yeah, we take X. We just bought some more time. Let him even create a little bit more space. 95 speed. He's going to beat his guy in routes like that. Okay, so they're in double mug. Did I just call speed option again? I did. Huh. I mean, I don't hate the idea of it, but again, I hate the idea of it more now that we're watching this back, knowing that number 16 doesn't pick up the edge guy. If he blocks this number 24, we get out here, we're one-on-one with the safety, or we can pitch it. I like our chances there a lot better, but that 16 just goes for the safety. So now that we know that, I don't like that play as much against defenses like this. Against those wide sets. So go PA post curls. What high routes are we putting out here? I'm trying to put something on A, but since he's technically like a fullback, I can't do the hot routes I want to do. Because I don't even know what I wanted to put him on. But yeah, just a little in. Again, space is kind of right here. So that's kind of where we're going to look to try to hit here. Or at least drag everybody kind of out of the way and try to hit that halfback streak. Let's see. We had that guy coming back inside. Just didn't quite have the time. That SMU defensive line is tough. It is tough. So 3rd and 9. Oh, I'd just go back to wide. I had enough of that. I didn't like that wide slot. I wasn't a fan of it. So we just go back to wide. And same thing we did on the first drive. Come out inside zone. But that number 10, that SMU D tackle, is incredible. Incredible. I just played a game against a guy in the Discord, which the link is just right down in the description if you want to join, where I was Boise State and he was SMU, and his defensive line was insane. These D tackles on SMU are crazy. That was just a crazy game in general. I think I know I ended up losing, but I can't. There was so many like bad throws and just weird stuff that happened in that game. But anyway, so 4th and 11, we're going to go for it here. Space. It's going to be right here. We're probably looking for this crosser to Y, especially just by reading. Yeah, this is the exact same thing we were saying earlier. If this safety stays back and this middle linebacker doesn't drift left, if he steps down or to the right, that's going to open up this crosser to Y. We'll see if I see it this time, because I don't think I saw it the last couple times. So let's see. Okay, see, now his linebacker is drifting back this way, so now we're not really going to be able to hit this crosser in this window. We might be able to later. We're going to have this drag to A. Let's see what we end up doing. Oh, we do have we do have it later. We didn't have it in that first window. We had to wait a little bit. His hook curls ended up biting down on that drag just enough so we can go right over their heads. See, like, why? You could throw it here. It's risky. That's a tight window throw. You might have it. Now, as soon as he was reacting to this drag, this hook curl, he's biting down on this route on A, opening up the middle of the field. Bang. 4th and 11. Easy first down for the Bobcats. Nothing much more to say. I think you guys know what play's coming here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 23 rushes for 100 yards for that halfback. You know, McLeod had that like 20-yard rush touchdown. He's probably got 30 or 40 rush yards. His backup's got some good rush yards. Just run it. Just run it. We got numbers. Just run it. And actually, what we'll see here, I go over the stats at the end. That's right. I pull up the stats. I should. I do usually. I'm assuming I do. So let's see what we go to here. Speed option. Okay. Ooh, see, I don't like it as much now that this safety came down. I would say in general I like it because they're more condensed here. 71 should be able to get this block on this D end. Then it would have just been us against this linebacker. But now that that safety came down, I don't like it as much. Oh, and I actually audible out of it. Oh, honestly, didn't expect that. I thought I was just going to stick with speed option. We go X rub under here. And what do we look for here? Oh, the halfback. I like that. So yeah, we put the halfback. He's in a wheel right now. He is still in a wheel. We had him. He was in such a deep wheel. Oh, we still get a touchdown anyway. I thought I had him on a flat for a second, the way he started running this. It looked like he was on a flat. I thought I changed that route or something. Like, right until here, that kind of looked like a flat. So we see he's in man coverage because this guy is sprinting after the wheel route. I should have thrown it to the wheel route. I missed that. But that's why we like having these wide slants. Give your receivers time, that even in man coverage, that since they're starting so wide, they have that extra gap to cover. Let your speed of Texas State work in your benefit. That'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Another touchdown, Texas State. And I think that's the last time we see the ball without just running out the clock. So we'll just head to the end here, look over our total stats for this game, and my overall thoughts of the Veer and Shoot. Yeah, so we go into our team stats here. SMU did end up scoring with like 5 seconds left. Oh, that's right. I let them try to score with like 30 seconds left so we could get the ball back, and then I just didn't do anything with it when I had it. Didn't score, didn't really move it. So total offense, 415 yards for Texas State, 25 first downs, 34 rushes for 166 yards, 5 yards per rush. Excellent. 22 for 28 passing at 9 yards per attempt, 250 yards passing. I mean, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. I do think Veer and Shoot, if you get good at it, is the best offense to run in this game. My problem is I am not very good at it yet, as we saw watching this replay back. There are so many times I should have switched to an RPO. There are a lot of things I could have done differently, but overall, I think this works as a good example of how to run the Veer and Shoot against a computer. Look for those spaces, attack the spaces. Don't be afraid to run the ball 34 times if you have to. If that's what the numbers are telling you to do, that's what you should do. And Veer and Shoot's great. I just have to practice it some more. But so far, love it. You can take it, use Texas State, beat SMU, even on Heisman. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you next time. Until then, take it easy.